Okay, so good morning, everybody. Welcome to the first Digital Euro conference here in Frankfurt. I'm really thrilled to see so many people of you here on site in Frankfurt. So we have received more than 200 registrations, so we are very, very happy. It's our first event, so you know the first events are always challenging, but yeah, we are really impressed by the interest in this event. Also, welcome to all the people joining online. We have also here received more than 1,000 registrations, so really overwhelmed. Thanks for the support, and yeah, thank you really, really much, very much for being here today on site already at 9 o'clock, and it's really our pleasure to have you here today. To very briefly introduce the Digital Euro Association to you, not everybody might be familiar. What we are is we are an independent organization, so we are not affiliated with the ECB, the Commission, other central banks of the Euro system. We are an independent registered associations here in Germany, and what we basically do is we have like a team of different people, like a DIA board, which includes myself. And before I go into the presentation of the DIA, briefly about myself, so for the people who don't know me, I'm one of the co-founder of the Digital Euro Association. We co-founded it actually 2 years ago and do have a background in economics, monetary policy, have basically done lots of research on CBDC, and yeah, are one of the core founders together with, for example, Philipp Sandner here at the Frankfurt School that most of you might know as well. And we have set this up. And we have basically become now a think tank that is specializing in CBDCs and stablecoins. So that's like what we do, an independent voice. We want to bring people together. We want to impact the discussions on digital money, be it stablecoins and CBDCs. So we are also in discussion with lots of European, supranational, national institutions when it comes to, you know, both regulation of stablecoins, use cases of stablecoins, but also design aspects of CBDCs that we will for sure discuss today. I think that's one of our key topics for this morning, at least, as well. And yeah, this is in a nutshell what we are doing. We have 3 different pillars, basically, we are focusing on. So first one is education. This is actually also one of the key reasons why we have been established, or why we thought it makes sense to establish the DIA, because 2 or 3 years ago, and I do see some CBDC pioneers here in the room that have started to look into the topic even 2015, 2017. But when we started this 3 years ago, there was really not a good level of education. I think there is still today a lot of need to educate all people, be it the general public, be it in companies, be it in academia, because that's topics that concern all of us. And this is why we do lots of different educational activities. We also have like a flyer from all the people here in Frankfurt, which is we have working groups with various different stakeholders and organizations, individuals, foremost of course as well. We have like podcasts, we host online events, we host now with today also physical events, and we also have some other activities like the Digital Money Academy, where we meet from time to time and again want to educate people that we have a very solid discussions about CBDCs that are not so, let's say, noisy in the regard of the information that are spread and that are discussed. The second pillar is community, and you know, this is also what I really appreciate about the DIA. It really has like formed into a brand, of course, and we have like a great team besides the DIA. We are inside the DIA. We also have lots of student volunteer support, which is great. So it's like a team, and you also realize the spirit, even if like not really officially working with the DIA in this regard. And this is just really great to see the spirit and the passion for all these topics. And to date, and this is I think also something where we are really happy about, is we have basically developed into an organization with like kind of, I think, more than 850 individuals that are part of us, more than 60 companies, also two central banks, and as I said, also pretty recognized in the discussion on a national and political level as well when it comes to impacting the digital money debate when it comes to stablecoins and CBDCs. And I think this is also something also very important to understand, because I didn't mention this in the beginning. It's not all just about CBDCs what we are doing, and this is also what you see today in the agenda. So for us, the term digital euro is not like not solely used for a CBDC, but for us it also includes topics of stablecoins, commercial bank tokens, so basically all these novel form, let's say, on the euro, on some new innovative payment rails in this regard. So this is also important to understand. And the third pillar is collaborations. We want to bring like the right people together. So as I said, we have a diverse community of industry companies, banks, fintechs, academics, way more and more people, and we want to also bring these people together. So for example, if we have a member that wants to get like an expert opinion on a legal topic, on a technology topic, that we are kind of in this regard the party to turn to, and we facilitate introductions to our members in this regard. And this is how we also want to contribute and foster collaborations in this space, because from our side, collaboration is really key, and we are really very, very huge supporters on having all stakeholders on the table when we discuss such important topics as stablecoins and CBDCs. And this is also why we invited everybody for this conference here as well. Great. So again, quickly about what we do in terms of education. So we have stuff like a podcast, a working group I talked about. We also have the DEA Thesis Award that there's a ceremony coming up as well, where we also want to support students that are doing research in the space. So it is basically an awards where all people and all students that have submitted a thesis in this regard, so bachelor's, master's students, for example, that they can submit this, and then they get like a prize for the best thesis. So also to, of course, incentivize and encourage people and also support people that have contributed, particularly in this space, because in the end, it's also very important to have academia in this discussion involved as well, and of course the young people, the future of tomorrow. Like from the student side as well. I talked about the Digital Money Academy. This is a format we are having also regularly to educate about CBDCs and stablecoins, which is coming up. So you also find more information online. We are also doing research in this regard. So if there's interested also in a joint research project, also feel free to reach out to us. And this is just some of the stuff. I don't want to take more time, but you can of course also take a look at our website for that. Also, very special thanks, of course, goes to our members, because we are an association. So, of course, we have members, and without the support of the members, it also wouldn't be possible to do what we do today. Because in the end, events, of course, that also costs money, and in the end, we are not like a profit-oriented in this regard, but you just need the support from some members, and this is what we really appreciate, where we are really thankful for. And I think just without these partners, it wouldn't work out. And again, a special thanks to all these supporting members and also active members of our Digital Euro Association. Yeah, I would also take the opportunity this morning to make a few announcements, because we are really excited about the progress in the first quarter here, and we have like a few things to share with you in terms of new partnerships. The first one is that we can welcome 3 more standard members to our DEA family, which is very well recognized institutions. It's like a DZ Bank from the German banking sector. It's Finanzgruppe Deutsche Sparkassen- und Giroverband, DSGV, so the Association of German Savings Banks that are becoming part of the DEA. And it's also Infineon, I think a very, very well-known German company, more from the industry, joining us. And as I said, we are really happy to have these people on board, because for us and these companies, it's about the exchange, the different groups. So we want to have the diversity. We want to have, people from the financial sector, from academia, from fintech, from the industry, other, NGOs in this regard. And this is why we are very happy and proud, of course, and really looking forward to these partnerships, and will also publish more information in some announcements next week and the week after. The next announcement we want to make is more on the geographical reach, because we are actually more than just focusing on the euro area, even if our name might indicate that we are just focusing here, and we do focus on the euro area, but we are also engaged with various industry organizations, NGOs globally. So we already collaborate with the CBDC think tank in the US, where Jamil will also give a presentation this morning. We are also collaborating with the Digital Pound Foundation in the UK, and today I'm really thrilled to also announce that we collaborate with the Digital Dollar Project today. From today onwards, based in the US, also a think tank that is very heavily involved in discussions around a digital dollar CBDC in the United States. And in particular, we will collaborate on the topic of privacy, because this is something we think it's very, very important. Also, the digital dollar project is focusing on topics like that, and that's like at least a starting point where we collaborate, but it will definitely be like a broader collaboration than just about this topic of privacy. And the last announcement, number 5 here, is a partnership with the Hyperledger Foundation, because what we always want to do is, as I mentioned, we want to foster the community idea. We want to bring different people together. We want to bring all these different views to this table. And also, if you have read our CBDC manifesto, which is basically our recommendations for a retail CBDC, you can also read that we are also big fans when it comes to at least looking into the aspects of community, open source, etc. And this is why we are very thrilled to partner also with the Hyperledger Foundation, which is also backed by the support from lots of partners, also to drive forward the community thought and the open source idea around all these topics. Yeah, as kind of the last part of my welcome note and the presentation, of course, there are various ways to become part of the DIA, and I think most of the people and institutions sitting here are already a part in some capacity. There is at first the option to become part as an individual, so we have DIA fellows, and we have DIA experts as an individual, so you can basically apply to become part of our DIA community as an individual, also for free, so no costs. We really want to have the broadest possible scope of people as part of the DIA. And we also have the possibility for institutions to become part, which is like light membership and like the standard membership we have with the DIA, so that you also as a company, as like the companies that recently joined, are part of the DIA. So if this is interesting for you, of course, feel free to reach out, because we welcome, as I said, just a very broad range of companies, because we think it's just important to impact this topic together and not just do things separately, but really partner and exchange views and contribute just to the future of money and the money of tomorrow. Yeah, so for further information, you can check out our website. We are on LinkedIn, on Twitter. We also have lots of people here from us today. So we have Sarah here, Konrad, Kraft, and also Tamara. So our whole DIA team. So if you are in Frankfurt, feel free to talk to them and to me, of course, as well. And as a last topic before we really go now into content, so I don't want to talk too long, is really also I want to thank in particular also the sponsors of this event. So first also the Frankfurt School Blockchain Center for the great collaboration for this amazing venue. I love this here, and this is also where my CBDC journey started 5 years ago. So for me it's a particular pleasure to be again here and host our first physical event. And of course, all our sponsors that, again, without their support, we couldn't make such an event with so many great people possible. So thanks everybody for this, and also thanks to the whole team that organizes this inside the DIA, our executive directors, but also the team here at the Frankfurt School that is just making this possible. And also a special thanks in this regard to our great moderator Marcel, that we'll also introduce him in a second. And yeah. Thanks for listening to me for this welcome note. Let's have a great day. Let's have great discussions, great topics, CBDC, stablecoins, commercial bank money token. And yeah, let's start with the content of today. Handing over to you, Marcel.